Hey, current events class. So here's what we're going to do today because it's Friday. We're going to have our discussion, and then I'm going to quickly explain in this video the rubric for the discussion and some things that people missed a lot on the My Opinion section. If you feel like you did extremely well on the My Opinion section and you got a good grade on the discussion, you can go ahead and skip this video. Nothing new for you. But if you forgot to post on the discussion last week, or if you missed a few points on the My Opinion section, this will help you get full points. Just a reminder that the current event report from this week is due Monday, May 10th. And speaking of Monday, May 10th, conferences are Monday, May 10th, and today is midterm. So if you have any questions regarding conferences or your grade, feel free to contact me. And then the good news is we only have 23 more school days left until the end of the term, which really just means till summer break. Okay. So your discussion rubric, because you guys are distance learning, I used to do like large group discussion on Google Meets and it was just really clunky and awkward. So instead I did a Padlet so that way you guys have a little bit more freedom on when you do this discussion and you can go ahead and think of very meaningful responses before you share it with everybody in the entire class. So here's how I'm going to be grading your discussion or responses. Remember, you're going to go to that Padlet and you will be able to choose any two questions to answer. There's going to be a lot of questions. You get to choose any two questions to answer. In your responses, I'm going to be looking for thoughtfulness in your answers and explaining your answer using like specific examples or details. So as long as you explain your answer, you're good to go. I'm also going to be looking for being respectful to other perspectives in your own answer. And if you do choose to comment on somebody else's post, being respectful to them as well. That respectful piece is a huge goal in this class. That's why it's worth a little bit more points than the explaining your answer piece. So as long as you do that, you get 5 easy peasy points. And we'll do that every Friday, and those points can really, really add up to help your grade. All right, the My Opinion section for the claim. If you lost any points on that, just make sure that this time around you don't use any vague language like it, they, that. Make sure you're kind of specific. So you could say, I think it's fair or ethical to allow special privileges to those who've been vaccinated, or I do not think it's fair to allow special privileges to those who have been vaccinated. Don't use vague language like it, they, that, them. So, like, for example, this would be vague language in this claim. I believe it's not fair to allow special privileges to them. So using the word them isn't very specific on who or what you are talking about. For your reasons, make sure you state a reason to support your claim and include a short description with supporting evidence. So like specific details, data, examples. It doesn't have to be a whole paragraph. Like state your reason and then put like an extra sentence with specific details, data, or examples. All right, your counterpoint. So the counterpoint, remember, acknowledges the other side's point of view while still affirming your own. So if you are somebody who thought that these vaccination passports were unfair, your counterpoint might look something like this. Although some believe the vaccination passports could help reopen society, comma, so you're acknowledging the other side's point of view and now reaffirming your own, I think it would be unfair to those who aren't able to access or get the vaccine. Same thing with the other side. Here's an example of that counterpoint. Here's where you reaffirm or like acknowledge the other side's point of view. Although there's a chance that people could produce false vaccination identification, comma, and this is where you reaffirm your own point of view. I think it could help reopen society without risking an increase in COVID cases. Okay, so here's an example from both perspectives. If you would like to take those and make them your own, that is absolutely fine. All right, if you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. Contact information is at the bottom of this Google Classroom post.